Hey fam, welcome back to Terry's Lifestyle and Vlog, and thank you so much for stopping by. So on this channel we talk about UK visas and immigration, how to easily, safely and successfully travel to the UK. We also talk about life in the UK, how to settle and successfully navigate through life as an immigrant living in the UK. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, then please subscribe, turn on your bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my videos going forward. I have a video on the jobs that you can do, what kind of jobs you can do as an international student, and I've also done a video on where you can actually get these jobs if you're an international student that you've come to the UK to study. Okay, but today we're going to go a bit further. We're going to be talking about how to actually prepare for your interview. Okay, so you've put in your application, you've got shortlisted, you've got an email or a text message or a phone call to say you have been shortlisted for an interview. What's the next step? What would you do? Okay, so the first thing you want to do if you've got an interview is to make sure you remember the day. So put something in your diary, in your calendar, so you don't forget your interview. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to do. Okay, the second thing you want to do also is to prepare yourself. So do your research about the industry. Say for instance you're getting an interview about the a care job. So you want to do your research about the care industry. What is it about? What are the terminologies that will be used in the care industry? Okay, so you want to find that out. Okay, you also want to do your due diligence and find out about the job in question, about the company in question. Okay, so you want to find out about the company. So you've been given an interview, you've been invited for an interview by ABC company, for example. What is ABC company? What do they do? What are their products? What are their services? Okay, so you want to go on their website to find out this information. Okay, what are their goals? What is their mission statement? What are their values? Okay, so you want to know these things so that when you go for the interview, whoever your interviewer is would know that, okay, you've actually done your due diligence, you've read up about the company. Okay, so that's really important. I've been in interviews whereby we've asked the candidates about the company values and they don't even know, which means they haven't even researched the company at all. But it's really important that you do that. It tells good on you. And to be honest, it might be possible that you don't get asked any question about the company, but hey, if you get asked, you want to make sure that you know what the company is about, what their products are. Okay, so that's really important. Another thing you want to do is to go through the job description. Okay, so you've got the same, when you apply for the job, there will be the job description. So you will be doing this, you'll be doing that, you'll be doing that, because some of the questions that are going to come out in the interview will be from the job description. You want to also study this person specification. Okay, the person specification, what kind of person are they looking for? Are they looking for someone that's a good communicator? Are they looking for someone that's organized? So you want to do that and also prepare yourself just in case they ask you those kind of questions. Okay, tell me about how you're able to manage stress, because they want someone that's able to manage stress or someone that's able to work well under pressure. So they might ask you a question like, okay, tell us how you manage pressure or how you prioritize tasks. So you want to look at the job description, you want to look at the person specification and just kind of find questions from those things that you've been given. So it's really important. And there are also some likely interview questions, common interview questions that would normally be asked in any interview. Okay, so for instance, what you can do to find out likely interview questions is to go on Google and just type a likely interview questions for a healthcare assistant. Okay, so if you do that, you get an ample a lot of questions that will come out for you. You just need to research those questions and answer those questions yourself. So practice the questions as much as possible. So practice. Ask yourself the question like, okay, what are the qualities of a healthcare assistant? What do you think is important as a healthcare assistant? So you want to be able to answer that question by yourself. And also remember that when you answer questions, you want to give examples of when you've actually been in that position, what you've done to actually solve problems or actually answer the question the best way that you can. Make sure that you answer the question, because there are times that I've been in interviews where people have been asked questions and they don't actually answer the question. So they talk about other things, but what the interviewer is looking for has not been said in that interview. So it's really important that you listen carefully and do well to answer the questions that have been asked of you. On the day of the interview, you want to make sure that you've picked out the right outfit for the job. Okay, so for instance, there are some jobs that you're expected to be casual. There are some jobs that you're expected to be formal. So you want to make sure that you pick out the right outfit for the job that you're going to. You don't want to be dressed inappropriately, because that will be the first thing that would mark you down in that interview. You also want to make sure that you are punctual. So if you've been given an interview for 12 o'clock, you want to make sure that by 12 o'clock you are there. Okay, so it's really important that you don't go late for that interview, because that doesn't tell well on you. Okay, and like I said, make sure you answer the questions promptly. Remember your verbal and non-verbal communications as well. You want to be careful what you're saying when you're actually not saying anything. So your non-verbal communication is really important. Okay, so these are just a few ways that you can actually prepare yourself for an interview. I hope these tips have been helpful. If it has helped you, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. If you have any questions, any video suggestion, leave them in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer them for you. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video.